Justine, I'm so excited to be in your kitchen today. I'm making one of my favourite flavour combinations, which is pineapple and coconut. The pineapple is going to be wrapped in Kataifi pastry. We're going to smother it in some brown sugar and a touch of butter, bake it, and then we're going to top it with some whipped coconut cream.
Kirsten, it sounds terrible. No, I'm only kidding. It sounds amazing. Now, can I help by starting with a Kataifi?
You certainly can. So we're using the Kataifi pastry, which is shredded, and it gives us a beautiful texture, crunchy. What I love about it is it's got lots of pockets to catch all that beautiful flavour. We've patted the pineapple dry with some paper towel. Going to sprinkle it with sugar first. Because the pineapples will be a little bit wet, they're going to absorb that sugar in, but just press it down a little bit. Once we've coated one side with brown sugar, we're going to flip them over and do the other side. And then we're going to wrap each one. So I'm going to show you how to start the first one. You know what this reminds me of when I was a young girl? We used to make pom-poms and we used to get 2 bits of cardboard and wrap the wool around like this, and it reminds me of making a pom-pom. So we go in and around and just keep wrapping that.
Nice. So really long pieces we're
wanting. Long pieces. You pick up a little bit of sugar on the way.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be scared of using Kataifi. It's actually quite manageable. You can be a little bit rough with it. See how I just tore the pieces off it? It's quite forgiving, I would say.
Absolutely. There's so many different applications, sweet or savoury.
Yeah.
It's so versatile to use. And as you can see, just pull it off. It doesn't matter if you've got some loose pieces there.
Yeah. And we just
tightly wrap it around. This is a nice little bonding exercise for friends to do in the afternoon.
I know, lucky I just love you to bits because we've got a few more of these to do. So let's bond away. Pretty good.
They don't look too bad, a little bit rustic, but that gives you that beautiful texture in the pastry.
Exactly.
Now I'm cutting a hole just in the centre. This is optional. You can leave them as they are and they're perfect as they are, but you know what I'm like. I just like to have that really nice donut shape. Got some melted butter. We're just going to brush that on, and after we've done that, we're going to sieve on the remaining brown sugar. The reason I sieve that on is so we get it nice, thin, and an even coat, because brown sugar tends to clump, so you don't want big clumps of it all over the pastry.
And how long are we baking these in the oven for?
These are going to take about 20 to 25 minutes, or until they're really nice golden brown, and your oven temperature is 175 degrees Celsius.
Perfect.
Next is the coconut cream. It's a whipped coconut cream, which we're going to scoop on top of our baked pineapple rings.
It sounds to die for.
So we need the coconut cream, which we're going to boil.
There we go. And coconut and pineapple, delicious.
Perfect combination.
Perfect combination.
I'm going to turn that on just a low heat. So it doesn't cook too quickly. We're going to bring that to a boil. I've got some white chocolate here. I'm going to scrape this in, and then I'm going to get you to whisk it together. Make sure you stir the coconut cream as you're boiling it so it doesn't catch on the bottom of the pot. So if you can whisk this in, Juzzy, good quality white chocolate if you can get it. And the whole idea of this is to whisk that chocolate in until it's all melted and then add in cold cream. That means we don't need to leave it in the fridge for as long. So we need to ensure that this is completely cold, and then we're going to whip it up.
Fabulous.
Justine, if you can add in the pure cream. Whisk that in.
One. And then another one.
And we're going to place this straight into the fridge. Now this will last in the fridge for about 3 or 4 days before you whip it up, so you can make this well in advance if you want to.
Great.
Okay, we're going to put some cling wrap on that so it touches the surface, and then we're going to place that into the fridge.
Done.
Can't wait for this dessert to come out.
If you can't wait. I'm totally excited about this one.
It's not often you eat your own desserts, you often create them for other people. So when you want to eat one yourself, I think it's a good sign.
You know it's good. beautiful pineapple crunchy kataifis look fantastic. They're golden. We put a lot of that sugar on top, so that's now crunchy.
That's right, Justine. They look absolutely beautiful. We're going to whisk this up. Now, you can do this on a machine with a whisk, but you can do it by hand because it's got so much extra fat in there.
I love that you have to do the hard work and I just get to stand here and watch.
I did notice that, Justine. Whenever you invite me in, I always end up doing the hard labour.
You told me you love whisking and I love learning off you, so it's important that you do all the whisking and I taste everything. That whisked up nicely.
Yes, we're ready to start plating.
Yep.
So if you want to place one of our crunchy pineapples onto the plate.
All right, so one of those.
Now these can be served when they're a little bit warm.
Thank you.
Those. Or you can let them cool down. Either way, they're really beautiful. They are best eaten the same day that they're baked so they don't go too soft. And if you're feeling like it, you can deep fry them instead of baking them. Now, how much cream should I put on, Justine?
I think you should be generous with this cream.
Generous? A double portion?
Oh, yeah.
So right in the centre there.
How about I do something for us and get some spoons?
And a little bit of micro herbs on top.
Oh, it's so pretty. I love the way that you've used the kataifi here. Usually you see kataifi around prawns, but it's a really nice way to do a very yummy, crunchy dessert. Shall we dig in?
Absolutely. Oh, I hear that crunch.
Sounds good. You know what? This reminds me of that very famous cocktail, pina coladas. That's all we need now to complete this awesome dessert.
Tropical night.
Tropical night. It's awesome, thank you.